targeting onto Chovy. They're also going to ban away the Nocturne as Lulu just gets immediately locked in.
I imagine a top lane Lulu for Morgan here, and that's a really interesting one. Of course, we also was seen yesterday within the LEC as the Tom Kench gets picked up here. Now, I actually kind of like the Tom Kench. I do not like that, but we'll see.
Yeah.
That makes a lot more sense. I think that into the Rel, it makes a lot. It's a very strong pick, but Olaf just completely demolishes your Jenna to a point where you're not very happy about it. And Tom Kench, even though seeing Beryl on it kind of hurts, we have seen how dominant Carrier is.
Made Bay look silly. I'm curious about this jungle matchup, right? Canyon up against Johan. Can Johan survive? It's just a very simple question I want to ask before hopping into the series, as we are going to hop onto the Rift here for the first game of the round 2 of the playoffs. Yeah, coming on in is Johan as well. Beryl looks to be in a really precarious spot. That's going to be first blood, as we didn't see the beginning of that, but you can imagine.
This scenario, but an early kill for Olaf can really augment the power of that pick. And yeah, it's just a nice play by Johan, not getting spotted there. Beryl and goes very far up. And then once the engage actually comes through, we know how easy it is for Tristana to jump on top of the target.
Be playing it very safely. The fact that, there's only the one kill, as actually they're trying to get on in here, but Johan is down on the bottom side again. That's a lot of damage going the way of Beryl, but he just uses that gray health to survive. And now Johan, in an awkward spot, is going to be forced to use that Ragnarok, but he's taking a lot of damage. Not even going to have to use the Ghost, though, so he gets out of there alive. Decide to do that, but a lot of this top side of the map is controlled here by Damwon, trying to get on top of Vista, as he will be stunned. The Chaos Storm also going to be committed to here, just trying to push them away with only 30 seconds until that Infernal Drake does spawn.
That's all you really need to do here, as Damwon. Oh, that was nice. I don't think it would have killed them, but it would have interrupted the back, and it just buys you more time as Damwon, right? Shelly getting a little distracted there. Needs to make sure she actually goes for the tower, and will in the very end.
Just a nice amount of gold there given over to Damwon.
We're also getting to the point where Morgan doesn't actually win anymore, I say, as Khan jumps in.
This is what's happening. Eventually you have that all-in pressure, but now Chovy looking to make a play. Gonna get on top of Khan here. There's the root. Do we have the follow-up? Nice dodge by Khan, but he has no way to get out of this one with no flash, no jump. He just has to hold his ground and die, so Chovy with a fantastic roam down to the bottom side. They're trying to take that bottom turret. The trade will be for this Rift Heralds that Hanghwa Life will be able to pick up. What they can do in terms of challenging here. It is going to be a straight-up 5-on-5. Take a look at the poke damage. Again, it's just pretty insane. Vista will be looking for the hard engage. He does get 3 of them, and there's the wild growth, but so much damage already is going back the way from Damwon. Now Deft is isolated on the top side. Going to take a bunch of damage, but now with Vista down, Chovy tries to get in there. It just gets destroyed by 5 members of Damwon. Nobody on the side of Hanghwa Life supports him, and that's going to be the one fight and the Drake to the side of Damwon. And Kia has the vision in this river for the majority of it. Hanghwa Life are making a concerted effort to try to clear all of this out. Now 3 of them are standing on a ward. So they've kind of run out of scanners, out of control wards. They're threatening the Baron damage. As we mentioned, both these teams know the Baron damage from Hanghwa Life is insane. Take a look at how fast this is going down, with the 2 of them just shelling into this one. But already Johan getting pretty low. Some poke damage coming on out. Vista is looking for the flank, but take a look at the Olaf. He is just dead. He just gets sniped. See you later. And the Baron didn't even leash. So Damwon just skate on in, take away your jungler, snatch away the Baron like candy from a baby, and now they're corralling you up on the top side. The flash comes in from Canyon. He's pretty tanky with those 2 Mountain Drakes, And now we're just trying to see the rest of Hanghwa Life try to run away.
If Vista's there earlier, you can get something going, but none of it looks good.
We have the Mountain Drakes started up here by Hanghwa Life. This might be the next step in terms of desperation, but that is a very nice engage. They're trying to get on top of Ghost, but he will live, and Vista will be the first one to go down. Khan is going to totally whiff, but it does not matter, as everything on the side of Hanghwa is just separated and torn. Deft is alone on the left side here. Showmaker is going to throw him the thumbs up. This Deft now is just sad. Might get soloed by Beryl. Gets a lick real quick, and they even get the kill on the Morgan. That's going to be the ace.
Beryl is just standing there right next to Ghost. Devours him, eats him up, keeps him safe in his belly. The fight is won, and Damwon Kia, as textbook as it gets, Valdez.
Pretty much incredibly smart play. They knew what they had to do here. Pretty much zero mistakes. Ghost might die. No, he won't. Of course he won't. He's got Tom Kench there, and even Vista's going to go down. They're farming kills, and it's in the playoffs. They just don't care. Look at them. They're like, yeah, let's get into that fountain now. Maybe we can up our playoff KDA. We got to look real cool after this one. That's another kill going to Ghost as he hits Legendary down here ready to go. We're going to take a look at some of the numbers.
Yes.
Yeah, that's kind of what happened in this game. You didn't get ahead, and then the Jinx and Victor just had range and had scaling, and they just pummeled you to death. 30 minutes was all they needed. We didn't even need to see a Supreme late game or anything like that. Canyon was kind of quiet. He didn't need to do a whole lot. Just kind of control the map, control vision.
Game. Right, this is not a situation where you need to get stuff done early. With the vote about jungle, you definitely have the possibility. Graves' impact in the early game has been somewhat neutered. Of course, his late game is strong as always. Would love a Braum pick up here. That is really, really nice. So much utility, so much abilities that you can block. All both of these comps, Valdez.
You know, we don't usually say we love the Braum, but in this case, it's great. You know, you have fantastic anti-engage, and Ezreal Braum, that classic lane, it's coming back. Ezreal came back first. Braum is following it up. We see it here once again. You look at the side of Damwon, and that is the most comfortable composition I've seen for Damwon in a long time. And we'll see if it works out, as we are going to hop onto the Rift here for game number 2. Life this time on blue. So Canyon is going to be spotted here, but can the Gragas get away is the question. The smoke screen is going to come in. The body slam is not going to get him any range here, as Morgan will flash away, but Canyon is a couple of autos away. There's going to be the flash on in, and Khan does get the first blood, but the follow-up kill will go the way of Arthur, and now Canyon's going for a run through the enemy jungle here. As at least Showmaker has some good prio. That's the only thing really saving Canyon for sure. Although Arthur is also making his way down. We might just see him execute himself on the turret, as that will be the play.
We'll be able to get away, but teleport.
Oh, the flash on in, and oh man, that's going to be Chovy picking up a huge kill on a Showmaker. Khan was teleporting in trying to save him, but that did not work this time around.
In the form of death. Chovy is finding openings and kills as a possible fight around Rift Herald here.
Canyon is going to get jumped on, and he gets a lot of healing, but that is just way too much out of Chovy and Arthur. Getting behind, of course. Just trying to scale as much as possible with the team fighting Deathball comp, as you mentioned. Still going up against a Jinx, and now Beryl is caught. Magnet Storm is going to get down as he tries to ult to survive, and you know what? He actually will. That's a lot of damage now coming out from Canyon, but again, Chovy is there. At least Canyon is going to be able to flash away from that one, but Chovy just seems to be everywhere. Damwon cannot avoid him.
Beautiful play that from Hanghwa Live. The setup is really good. Cancel comes through there, and they just need to clear the wave. Those plates are fine. You will be able to trade up a couple of plates in the mid lane, so it's going to be 2 for 2. Not the worst of scenarios, as long as you don't die here. Be respectful. But it's also easy to get over enthusiastic. This Ghost gets away from the turret here.
Arthur is flashing in. The exhaust is going to be used, but there is seemingly no escape, and even Ghost is going to try to flash away. Gets punished. Posturing here in the mid lane. The second Rift Herald available. Chovy going to steal that Braum ultimate. And Damwon are actually considering fighting this one. As, okay, everything is going to miss Beryl at least, so Everfrost now down for about 5 seconds. The cooldown pretty insane, especially on 11-6. And here comes the teleport for the engage. Is good from Vista. Beryl in the front line trying to keep everybody alive, but Canyon now going to be isolated, but they can't kill him. They cannot kill Canyon, and Chovy is not doing enough damage. Khan is tanking everything from this Silas. At this point in time, that's going to be 2 kills going the way of Damwon, and that's why you say you never count this team out.
Because going into this, I'm like, why are they trying to contest? They don't need to. It's just a second Rift Herald. The plates are gone. You don't really care about this. But Damwon Kia sense an opportunity. This extended fight, though.
Ooh, Chovy's thinking about it, but again, Khan is just so tanky that you gotta be careful. This is still 3v5, 3v4, I suppose, before Canyon gets here. They're gonna get the kill onto the Scion. And it actually does end up working out, I suppose, here for Hanghwa of the Chompers. Can't really blame him. You got a lot of teleport wards here, and one will be utilized as Vista is looking for it. The knockup will be flashed. The Encore gets Ghost here, and he will be immediately blown up as now they're trying to get on top of Beryl. It will not be able to, but that is a nice pick here right before the Dragon does spawn.
And normally as Hanghwa Life, it's like, is it worth it? Force this much just for a kill? But the Drake is up, and getting a second Drake here, hopefully it will be a Mountain Soul again. Otherwise, as Hanghwa Live, you're going to feel a little bit less happy about this play.
Yeah.
Regardless, though, getting yourself up to two Drakes, picking up a Drake that's always useful in the form of the Ocean Drake is... and we see that Hanghwa Live's team can very much still win. And there's basically two ways. There we go. That's the utility of that Scion ultimate.
You know...
Doesn't know.
Showmaker, yeah, and here we go. The cask does come in, and Chovy is already up here on the top side. Everfrost is going to get the slow, and see you later. Chovy is here again, and now he is 4-0 in this game. He's kind of running away with it once again on the Silas.
Something is Khan finds a flank here.
Flank would be pretty interesting. They're going to find Vista, but that's not exactly the guy you were looking for. Has a lot of damage, though, on a Chovy in the front line, but here comes Arthur trying to create some space. Chovy is going to get dived on by Canyon, but he's got another stopwatch, and there's the Encore, and the blow-up from the Graves takes down that Silas and takes away the shutdown. As Damwon Kia do it again, they find an opportunity, and now they have their eyes set on the Baron.
And the words haven't left my mouth of Damwon Kia find an out-of-nothing team fight to all of a sudden get complete control of the Baron pit. Arthur isn't there. They can't actually contest this.
No, I mean, they can't do anything. Deft is just attacking the mid lane turret. That's all he can do. I mean, and Baron will go the way of Damwon, at least to get the turret, I suppose.
The one angle is if Deft has ultimate, and you go for it, and the uncapped Jinx finds the steal somehow, but now they're going in here?
This is... it's not what you're looking for. It almost looks like they're trying to bait, almost trying to give them the benefit of the doubt here.
All you can really do as Chovy keeps looking for these angles, but needs to really be respectful.
Yeah, oh man, he is so far up. This is a big problem. Here comes Canyon and Khan trying to get on top of this level 16 Silas. The flash comes out, but the damage is so huge from Canyon. Wasn't enough though. The Kingslayer, a lot of damage actually coming out now, but it's 4-on-1. This barrel comes up, and he is not able to trade back even a kill. Ghost feels like unintentionally gets hit in the face with a rocket, but now that Chovy is gone, yet again, Damwon will look to make a play onto this Baron. Take a look at Depth. He's trying desperately to do some damage onto the Scion, and Khan is just laughing at him. Just way too tanky at this point in time. Has no rocket available this time either, and Beryl is just zoning everybody away. That's going to be the Baron now in the hands of Damwon for the second time this game.
No vision whatsoever. They will looking towards it.
They are, though.
In.
There's no vision here. Khan is looking to engage by himself, and he is tanky enough to actually just walk at the enemy team and zone them all away. Vista has a really nice angle on the top side, but Beryl and Khan in the front. The damage, though, not enough. That's going to be the smite going in, but now Damwon Kia looking for the fight. Nice knockup from Chovy, but the damage is pretty huge. Vista trying to get the engage on a Showmaker, but he's incredibly safe, and so is Ghost. As Chovy now trying to go 1v4 here, but he is going to be taken out as well. And Khan is still alive after tanking 3 people's worth of damage and death damage for the entire fight.
It's a 30-minute fight against a Jinx with 3 items. How do you get away with that?
All right, let's see this, though. Arthur takes in a huge amount of damage. They're just desperately trying to end it. Damwon could attack the Nexus, but they want the kills instead. Did they wait too long is the question. Chovy's up here. That's a really big encore as well, as now they're just going to hit the Nexus, and Damwon will take the game. And it will tell a little bit more of the story. Yes, the Jinx did a lot of damage, but I feel like it was probably like 6k into Sion's whole health bar in that last fight, and then it just didn't end up mattering at all. Nobody died in the last team fight for Damwon, and it's another about 30-31 minute game. That's all they need. They just win at this time.
And that's the mind-blowing thing, is that this game, in terms of game time and in terms of overall like flow of the gold graph, literally 100% the same as game number 1, where Hanghwa Life were playing an early game team composition. They didn't win the early game, and then Damwon Kia kind of afterwards, as expected, slapped them around with their range advantage, but that was not the case here. They've played this before, Valdez, and there is an Olaf on your team.
How about Cho'Gath bot? Yep.
Yep.
Yep, there it is.
Yep. It's happening.
And we're going to have the GP in the top lane.
What you can do is, this is the power of the Gragas, what you can do as Hanghwa Life is, and I think that's also why they went for GP here, as opposed to something where you're like 100% certain that you're going to have a good matchup in the Gragas, or outscale him to a certain extent, which a GP will do. But if Hanghwa Life now pick up a really aggressive champion into the Gangplank, you can be very unhappy.
Yeah.
And I would love to see that. I would be very... No, they don't. Okay.
They are kind of on the next level. And we have kind of said that Hanghwa Life need to figure out a way to dismantle this team. Unfortunately, looking at this draft, we're kind of liking Damwon here once again, especially because, once again, it plays right into their wheelhouse. So
it's necessary. I'm glad
just a little sound, yeah.
It needs to be said, you know? It hurts us every time, and we need to pay attention to that. But having seen this game, Damwon Kia just win late!
Oh boy. No silence comes in, so Deft is actually able to hop out of there. Does have to use his flash, so they trade flashes. This does mean that Arthur is going to start on the Rift Herald with the bottom lane of Hanghwa Life rotating, and he will be able to pick that up.
That's a stat that I didn't expect. That's not quite the amount of games that Deft had, not quite the win rate, but a similar respect has been paid to Ghost, his Senna, throughout the entirety.
Oh, what? What? How did he do that? He got it with the auto, and he outsmites Arthur. I guess
he throws the thumbs up, Teemo. Did he have?
Wait, I guess he must have had Smite. Collapse is coming in. Deft is a little bit late, but so is Ghost. It's going to be 3-on-2, and I think with the Feast, although if they have the Eye and then the Feast, they should be good. But the Smite, no! It goes the way of Arthur! And that's going to be the cast now! We do have Beryl picking up the kill onto the Leona with his own Feast. Wish he had that for the Rift Herald. That's a ton of damage now coming out from Deft, but that is a huge steal from the side of Hanghwa Life.
I'm super impressed with the offense. If they can pull off this dive and get first turbo, that's amazing for them.
Okay, well, we have the ultimate coming out here. That's a ton of damage on Khan, but the Senna ultimate helps once again. Teleports come in, and Khan is still alive somehow. Arthur looking for the kill, and he is going to be able to pick it up. As with the Chaos Storm still in, but the Conquering Smite now doing a lot of damage here to Arthur as the sleep will come in, and the rest of the team finally comes over and helps out Arthur, who did get a lot of fun done, but he did not drop the Rift Herald.
This is the problem, though. We've said that 2 times before.
Yes.
And 2 times did not come to fruition, as that is an unfortunate Rift Herald. There she goes.
Shelly's just wandering down the lane. Now, again, of course, Arthur will come up here. Khan is getting very aggressive, trying to deny this. And he does do a nice amount of damage to Morgan, but he's got to be careful. We got another play on the mid lane, though, as the sleep will come in, but that should definitely be enough damage. And that will be the kill. On to Jovi. Here comes Vista as Khan dies in the top lane. Vista and Deft here looking to turn around this play, but Cannon will be able to survive. But so much damage being done up in the top side.
Dies early, and then maybe Showmaker can path towards the bot side.
Yeah.
Khan, again, really nice orange dash sidestep. Plays this as well as you basically can mechanically, but the real problem, of course, is that he goes in earlier there to try and punish Morgan. Abuses that trading window a little bit too enthusiastically. This is just Canyon walking up there, slapping into a bubble. Not a lot more to say about that one. As then a nice ultimate from Vista, but no actual damage, right? So Canyon can just flash out after the Zenith Blade lands, and they loop around here, turn this into a dragon. Arrow has 2 smites in Feast and Smite, and then you Smite Showmaker though.
Thankfully he had the W, but I don't think it's going to matter. This is 3v1, and Showmaker will die. You always got to be looking for punishes onto Zoe and take him out. And now take a look at the top lane. Khan is down 2 levels, and Arthur is coming up here again.
He's ready to punish. Khan, again, getting caught here. Arthur? Going the other way?
Khan? It's almost like he's looking frustrated. Morgan's just laughing at him. The AP Gragas You gotta squeeze out your 2-item spike. Then you go ahead and do that. Oh boy, Everfrost lands, and this is what I was talking about! I summoned it! Barrel just beasts down Chovy, and it's just like clockwork. Where have we seen this before? Game 1, Game 2, and now Game 3. And Damwon Kia now with no Chovy. You can see they are posturing here onto this Drake. They don't have a feast, but they're still in a pretty good spot. Canyon has to be careful. That's a really nice cast, and they're not going to be able to kill Canyon somehow, some way. And Zoe in the backside is just going to kill the Ezreal. And now that's easily going to be this Drake going the way of Damwon.
Did Death die to Wolves? I thought he was fine. Valdanos, teach me your powers. You summoned the exact moment you were talking about. It's literally an Everfrost into a flash forward with a feast.
Oh. Let's see some barrels too from Khan as they're slowly tipping away here. Barrel looking to zone them out as this dragon is getting closer and closer to the feast range. That's a perfect timing as now the CC comes in and they take down the Gragas, but immediately Cho'Gath goes down. But look at the follow-up damage that comes out. Death is going to be totally zoned away. And now he doesn't have a True Shot Barrage either. No flash, no heal. The rest of Hanghwa life is too low. And that's going to be another lost team fight. And the Mountain Soul going the way of Damwon Kia 25 minutes into the game. And Showmaker's not done. He's looking for more. There's the Everfrost. Do we have a follow-up? Can you get away from Canyon, who actually does have to be careful? Still a lot of damage left on the Rift, but Damwon are not scared.
Right back.
Oh. Nope. So LeFlair is now down. Morgan is actually being run down by an Udyr at the moment. He is going to Everfrost, being denied the body slam over the wall. It's a lot of damage coming in. Canyon gets a bit low, but here we go. The engage again, and Chovy gets caught in the front line as Beryl just makes mincemeat of the victor once again. And that's going to be Baron. You would have to imagine, even with Arthur available, 5v3, I don't think you can stop him.
League of Legends is a game where, you know, two teams kind of fight for 30 minutes and then Damwon Kia wins the game. What can you do? Every single time they find an angle, this time it's Canyon able to just keep Morgan there for long enough. Body blocks, his body slam over the wall. Khan comes as well, and then the sandwich comes in. The Baron gets started up.
All right, let's see it. Let's see it. Nope. You know, it was actually close, but you can't do those steals with the True Shot Barrage nowadays. Game level 16, and Showmaker is just insane as well. He's hitting everything, and he's zoning everybody on the side of Hanghwa Life away, as they are now trying to barrel down mid lane and then wrap around into the Elder Pit. As, okay, you know, casually just going to take the damage there. Def now has to flash away from that one. Damwon Kia, they are not messing around here tonight. It's looking like a 3-0. We'll see what Def can do. He's trying to get off the Ghost, but nope, he's going to be taken down. And at least they killed the Udyr, because if they didn't get anyone, that would have just been the saddest end to this series. Khan isn't even fighting in the fight.
It's a 4v5!
Yep, see ya Vista. TP's coming in, and it actually will get off. But Khan says, you know what? I've had enough of this game. I died 3 times. And I'm just going to take you down now. Or will he? That's the question. Will he? Morgan's trying to get the kill. Catch someone. Maybe Ghost, you know, the soft underbelly of the team. Maybe it's Canyon. Maybe they've caught him. They get onto Canyon, but immediately the Ezreal just goes away, and Canyon is totally fine. He has the Mountain Soul. That's a very great follow-up engage here from Morgan, but unfortunately they don't have the damage to get through this gigantic Cho'Gath. See you later. There's the ace, and that is the 3-0 from Damwon Kia over Hanghwa Life Esports tonight.
This team is insane, and we say it again and again, and it feels like it gets boring sometimes, because what do you do? They're inevitable. They're too good. Beryl is a giant, and he's just... Oh my god, Damwon Kia. It has been a long time since we have seen a team look this dominant within the LCK.
They're going for more. Def dies again. It's like 4 times in a row. Yep, 0-4. That's how he'll end. Now it's springtime. The finals are coming in. The most damage was actually Khan. Those kind of mirages were actually just so perfect in all those fights. So I guess that's where a lot of his damage comes from.
Yeah.
You like that graph? Looks a lot like the Game 2 graph.
I don't know, Veldas. Because, and this is the problem with playing against Damwon Kia, is that even if you lay out the ways that they don't win a game, it often involves them making a mistake.